The shadow of perfection. Bodybuilding, the art of building muscles, is a magnificent celebration of discipline, perseverance, and physical transformation. For many who embark on this journey with a passion for lifting weights, it's not just about achieving a stronger and more aesthetic physique, but also about boosting self-confidence, developing mental resilience, and pushing personal boundaries. However, every shining medallion has a shadow. In the depths of this gleaming world lies a spiritual struggle that transcends physical effort. Body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, particularly a subtype frequently encountered in the bodybuilding community, known as muscle dysmorphia, MDD. This phantom, lurking in the chasm between what is seen in the mirror and what is perceived in the mind, is the silent adversary of many athletes. Today we will illuminate this invisible struggle with scientific data, discussing what muscle dysmorphia is, why it occurs, and how it can be managed. Development. Chains of perception and the brain's illusion. What is muscle dysmorphia? Muscle dysmorphia, as a subtype of body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, is a mental health condition characterized by an individual's persistent preoccupation with the belief that their body is too small, unmuscular, or inadequate. This perception usually does not align with reality. In fact, these individuals may appear quite muscular and fit to external observers. Recognized by the DSM-5, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, this disorder represents a distorted filter created by the individual's mind against their own body. Symptoms and their impact on life. The symptoms of muscle dysmorphia typically manifest as obsessive behaviors and significant distress. Obsessive thoughts. The person becomes preoccupied with the idea that their muscle mass is insufficient or that a particular muscle group is underdeveloped. Mirror checking. Constantly checking oneself in the mirror, examining the body from different angles, or, conversely, completely avoiding mirrors. Excessive exercise. Engaging in excessive training to a degree that can lead to injuries. Missing a workout can cause severe anxiety. Dietary obsession. Adhering to extremely rigid diets, meticulously tracking food intake. Social avoidance. Withdrawing from social situations, especially those where the body might be exposed, like beaches or swimming pools, due to shame about one's physique. Anabolic steroid use. A tendency to resort to dangerous and illegal substances to appear larger. Depression and anxiety. A persistent state of dissatisfaction can lead to depression, anxiety disorders, and even suicidal thoughts. Scientific data and brain connection. Research indicates that muscle dysmorphia is not merely a body image obsession, but is underpinned by neurobiological and psychological factors. Brain imaging studies, fMRI, have shown different activation patterns in brain regions associated with facial processing, visual attention, and emotional regulation, e.g., the anterior cingulate cortex and orbitofrontal cortex, in individuals with BDD. This suggests a potential malfunction in how the brain processes visual information and perceives its own body. Furthermore, imbalances in neurotransmitter systems like serotonin and dopamine may also play a role, explaining why antidepressant medications, especially SSRIs, can be effective in treatment. Risk factors, genetic predisposition, a family history of BDD or obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD. Individual traits, perfectionism, low self-esteem, social anxiety. Environmental influences, history of childhood trauma, bullying, or criticism. Social media and media influence, the constant promotion of an ideal body image, creating unrealistic expectations and fostering continuous self-comparison with others. Distinguishing from healthy ambition. The fine line between muscle dysmorphia and bodybuilding discipline is important. Healthy ambition drives a person towards their goals, encourages discipline, and fosters self-improvement. However, when this ambition becomes obsessive, detach from reality, and threatens an individual's physical and mental health, that is when a disorder can be identified. A healthy athlete enjoys increasing muscle mass but does not feel inadequate. They celebrate their achievements and rest when needed. Individuals with MDD, conversely, constantly feel insufficient, are never satisfied no matter how muscular they become, and can turn training into a form of punishment. True strength lies in mental health. The bodybuilding journey is not just about building muscles, it's also about nurturing the mind and soul. Muscle dysmorphia can be a dark corner of this journey, but it can be overcome with awareness and proper support. If you or someone around you exhibits the symptoms mentioned above, please remember that this is not a weakness. It is a health issue that needs to be addressed, just like